Hello friends, my name is Divyanshi and I am from SDJ International College. My roll number is 27. My class is SYBCA, Division A, subject Statistical Methods, subject code 301, guided by Divyanshi sir. Today we are going to talk about types of correlation scatter diagram. What is correlation? Correlation analysis attempts to determine the degree of relationship between variables. Means correlation tells us that what kind of relationship is there between variables. Correlation expresses the interdependence of two sets of variables upon each other. One variable may be called as subject, that is independent, and the other relatable variable is dependent. Relative variable is measured in terms of subject. Its numeric representation is known as correlation coefficient. Its range is from -1 to +1. There are few types of correlation. Correlation can be classified in various types. The most important one are positive correlation, negative correlation, absent or lack correlation, linear and non-linear correlation, partial and total. Firstly, we'll check positive, negative and absent correlation. If the value of correlation coefficient lies between 0 to -1, it is known as negative correlation. That is, the value is less than 0. If the value of correlation lies between 0 to +1, it is known as positive correlation. That is, if the value is more than 0, then it is positive correlation. If the value of correlation is only 0, means exact 0, it is known as lack of correlation or absent correlation. Now we are going to talk about linear and non-linear correlation. When all the points of the scatter diagram tend to lie near a line which looks like a straight line, as you can see there are two diagrams are there, the correlation is said to be linear. Means the linear correlation with the graph which is having a straight line, that is known as linear correlation. This is shown in the figure. As you can see, correlation is said to be non-linear if the ratio of change is not constant. Means you can see the other diagram, in that graph there is no positive line or straight line. We cannot say it as a linear correlation. It is totally curved, which tells that it is non-linear correlation. Now, partial and total correlation. As you can see, the correlation ranges from 0 to 0.5 or 0 to -0.5. It is known as low positive correlation. Means the value less than plus 0.5 till -0.5 is low positive correlation or low negative correlation. We can say any of that. If the correlation ranges from 0.6 to 0.9 or -0.6 to -0.9, it is known as highly positive correlation or highly negative correlation respectively. If the correlation is 1 or -1, it is known as perfect positive correlation or perfect negative correlation respectively. Now we are going to talk about scatter diagram. It is the simplest method of studying the relationship between two variables diagrammatically. One variable is represented along the horizontal axis and the second variable along the vertical axis. You have seen a graph paper, right? There is a horizontal axis and there is a vertical axis. For each pair of observation of two variables, we put a dot in the plane. There are many dots in the plane as number of paired observation of two variables. The direction of dots shows the scatter of various points. This will show the type of correlation. Now there are few types of scatter diagram. You can see perfect positive is the first one. All the points lie in the same line in upward direction from left to right. You can see R equals to 1. It's going in a straight line from left to right direction, which is known as perfect positive correlation. Perfect negative correlation. All the points lie in same line in downward direction from left to right. So you can see R is -1. Now you can say perfect negative correlation, as you can see diagram on the screen. Highly positive correlation. All the points lie in close vicinity to straight line in upward direction from left to right. You can see there is a lot of points are there on the graph, and you can say it's moving from left to right. Left to right was the positive correlation and there are a lot of dots. So you can say that this is highly positive correlation. Same with highly negative correlation. You can see all the points are moving from left to right in downward direction. Downward direction was for negative correlation, and there are a lot of dots, means highly negative correlation. Now low positive correlation. All the points lie far from vicinity to straight line in upward direction. You can see there are a lot of points, but they are not in a sync, they are not in a line. So we can say that this is low positive correlation. And same with the low positive negative correlation. As you can see, a lot of points are there, but there is no sort of sign or no sort of way pattern is there which the dots are following. So you can see this is low negative correlation. Now the last one, lack of correlation, or we can say absent of correlation. All the points are scattered around the vicinity of straight line in without any definite measurement or distance. Whole dots are in a mess. We can't say this is a positive or a negative, or highly or low positive or low negative. As you can see, r equals to 0 because there is no pattern is there. So I hope you guys understood what is scatter diagram and correlation. Thank you.